On the surface, Gypsy's life seemed like a tragedy. Born in 1991 in Louisiana, her mother Dee Dee quickly began to claim that Gypsy was seriously ill. According to Dee Dee, Gypsy suffered from a range of debilitating conditions: leukemia, muscular dystrophy, epilepsy, severe asthma, vision and hearing impairments, and apparently more. By aged 8 years old, Gypsy was already in a wheelchair. She was being fed through a tube. She was in and out of hospitals constantly. People praised Dee Dee for her endless devotion to her daughter. They called her a hero. But Dee Dee wasn't just a concerned mother. She was actually orchestrating a humongous medical fraud. And she was doing it by convincing the world her perfectly healthy daughter was terminally ill, so that she could be given money as disability allowance, which Dee would keep all of. Doctors were manipulated or outright lied to. Her mother claims she lost her medical records after Hurricane Katrina. She apparently charmed physicians into performing surgeries and prescribing medication that she didn't need. Eventually, when some of the doctors became suspicious, Dee Dee simply moved to another hospital, or even another state, so that she could continue the lies to both her doctors, the government, and her own daughter. Dee Dee even forced Gypsy to undergo unnecessary surgeries, including the removal of her salivary glands, which led to her teeth rotting from dry mouth. She was prescribed seizure medications that she didn't even need, which ended up causing her lethargy and confusion. At least 10 major procedures were performed without medical necessity. However, as Gypsy got older, things began to shift. She started to question her own reality. She knew she could walk. She started secretly using the internet late at night, hiding a laptop that she had been secretly given in her room. She would use her laptop when her mother was asleep to avoid it being taken away. Online she read about her symptoms, or lack thereof. She saw girls her age living normal lives, and she started to ask the most dangerous question of all: what if I'm not sick? In 2012, Gypsy met a man named Nicholas Godillon on a Christian dating site. Sorry if I butchered that name. Nicholas was a socially awkward man in his 20s with a criminal record and diagnosed autism spectrum disorder. But for Gypsy, he represented hope. Someone who saw her, someone who listened. Gypsy believed Nicholas was her only chance at freedom. She wanted her mother gone, and on June 10th, 2015, Nick travelled from Wisconsin to Missouri on the night of June 14th. Gypsy let Nicholas into the house while Dee Dee slept. She gave him gloves and a knife. Then she hid in the bathroom, hands over her ears. Nicholas stabbed Dee Dee 17 times. Gypsy took a plea deal and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Nicholas was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life without parole. But public opinion shifted in Gypsy's favour.